Hey everybody, welcome back to Shop Time with Traxxas Mike. Today I tear down not one, but two X-Maxes and figure out what needs fixed on each of them to get them back to running order. Let's go!
What's going on everybody? Traxxas Mike from My RC Life. Today I'm going to go ahead and get working on old Maxzilla here. Last time we had it out, had some clicking going on in the rear end. So we're going to tear that apart. And we're going to go ahead and install the spiral cut gears in there. Part number right there, 7778X. And I know you guys have probably seen one of these tore down a million times, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the time lapse. Okay, upon pulling out the rear diff here, you can see right away, chip, 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 chip. Lots of chips all around. Hopefully I can pull the pinion out. The pinion, you ought to be able just to, if I can get some light in here. You can kind of see it there. Yeah, just like that. Now on the pinion, you can see some wear. Some chips. Chips. This gear is really tall. This one's mushed down kind of small. Yeah, so there's definitely some wear going on there. You inspect your bearings and everything. These should be fine because I totally redid all these bearings just real recently. Ooh, look at the flat right there on that bearing. I wonder why that is like that. Interesting. Now you want to make sure you clean this all out real good. We're just simply going to take these 4 bolts out right here and put our new pinion on there. Let's go back to the time lapse. Now after you pull off the ring gear, it's important to open up your spider gears in here and make sure they're all in good shape as well. And they look just beautiful. They look really good shape. So that's awesome. And it does come with your 4 new screws too, so that's nice. And I can tell that this is hardened as well because I can see the different colors lightly on this black steel. So yeah, and the weight difference is totally way heavier. So here is our original ring gear. 51.3 grams, 63.4 grams, substantially heavier. The pinion, make sure it's zeroed, 31.1. And this is actually lighter weight. Wow. So I guess that maybe might make up the difference. It seems like this is definitely stronger. The teeth are way deeper. Look how deep the teeth are on here. Look how deep the teeth are on here. Just big daddies, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and install these. And you can see the difference why this one is actually a little bit lighter, because they've removed a lot of the metal on the shank here where the bearing goes. Yeah, just hopefully this will be better. And this, see, it stops. This can only go in so deep because of this ledge here. It's flat there. It can only go so deep. But this one can actually, see how much deeper it can go in? Because it don't stop right there. It can go and penetrate into the gear, the teeth, more. So good thing in my mind. Let's go back to the time lapse. Now I actually installed one extra shim on here just to give it a little bit tighter fit, but it made the diff way too tight. It wouldn't rotate very good, and that's not what you want. So I went ahead and took this shim back out, and I'm installing the ring gear back on. Now the old ring gear took socket head cap screws, but like I said, it included, with the new ring gear and pinion with the 7778X, it included these button head Allen bolts. So there's probably a reason for that. So I'm going ahead and installing the new ones. See, there is a little bit different. This one is sunk in a bit on the back side here, and this one is just straight cut. So maybe that is a difference as far as clearance, to where the socket head cap screw would clear on this, but it wouldn't clear on this. So that's maybe why they have to use the button heads. I just went ahead and used them just because they included them. I usually get 3 of them tight, so if there's any extra fluid, it'll squirt out that hole. Now, let's see. Yeah, see, now before when I was turning this, I don't know if you can tell from the time lapse, but it was like chunky, clunky. It's like click, 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 click. You could feel each tooth. Click, 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 click. Way too hard to rotate. Now this one, nice and smooth. That's how you want it. Don't forget this little Allen head to hold on your drive cup. You can, it won't fall out because this axle will actually hold it in, but you don't want this rocking around in there when you're driving. Alright guys, well we got the T-bone bumper on there. Now, I like it. It's supposed to be a high impact bumper. Now, I could probably do some monkeying around with this and get this to mount on here, but it's supposed to be straight and it would be kind of bent at an angle like this. And I think what happens when I'm riding a wheelie with this thing, the back bumper catches the dirt, and that's what makes everything flex, and it'll pop this body right off. It makes the body fly off. But see, now if I'm pulling a wheelie, this is just going to be smooth, so it ain't going to catch anything. Plus, I have some flint sparkers I would like to mount on here, so when I'm doing wheelies on the pavement in the summertime, it can throw sparks. So that's also going to be good for that situation as well. And if those don't work out, I have this RPM bumper mounts. What they do is they take away this part here and they give it like a whole solid piece. And I can go ahead and I can remount that rear bumper with this guy if I want to, rather than using this guy. See, it would normally have this in there, something like that, but it would get rid of this and put this guy in instead. All right, this X-Maxx is ready to go. Next X-Maxx. All right, here's our other X-Maxx. Last time I was running it, it was starting to make a real grumbly sound when I was giving it some acceleration. I think I got a bearing going out in the drive line here somewhere. I don't really know exactly where, but somewhere back here. So we got to tear this thing apart and see what happens. Okay guys, upon full inspection, this seems to roll decently smooth. I need to clean those all up, clean this up while it's apart, but everything seems smooth. The bearings all seem good, they seem in check, but I do have this bearing right here very sloppy. But yeah, this one, it's got so much slop in it, you can see that this was moving around and hitting on the back here. Back side right there, you can see where it was rubbing. Right in there, it was, this part was pushing into it. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and break this cush drive apart right while the camera's rolling. And that's going to pull off my 54 tooth hot racing spur gear. 3 more pan heads. Now yeah, look how bad the rubbers are tore up in there. Basically almost non-existent. So that means I'm either going to put some new rubbers in there, I think I have some somewhere, or I am going to put the cush drive eliminator in there. Upon searching through all my parts, I found a handful of the cush drives, new ones, a new idler gear, a new output shaft, all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this together. Okay, I got the cush drive reassembled now, and I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but see how this bearing? It ain't all sloppy anymore. I think that's what was making our noise, and I'm glad I found it, and I'm glad I stopped it and found it early, because it could have tore up my idler gear and some other stuff. This idler gear does look kind of beat up anyways. I may just replace it just because I have a new one right here and we already got it tore apart. Well guys, there we go. Both X-Maxes are up and rearing and ready to go out and play in that beautiful snow out there. Alright, I guess it's time to get some batteries loaded in and see if maybe we can get some RCing done. Maybe tomorrow. I'm Traxxas Mike from My RC Life, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. Stay tuned for a double X-Maxx Blizzard Bash. See you later.